Listen, I'm not gonna do an intro. I'm just gonna start talking about the horrors I experienced for 3 hours trying to code something very simple. So I'm trying to code the second to last boss in my Straw Baby game. It's a pineapple spider. I will not be elaborating. In the level before that boss level, I wanted to do a Donkey Kong style stage where there are 3 pineapple wheels rolling down from somewhere above you, and you have to jump over them. Okay, simple. So why were there so many stupid problems? I didn't even get to start coding the boss. Like, I was just messing with the stupid wheel. Visually, it should be rotating constantly. Okay, simple. We use the image angle function. Bam. Oh. Okay, that was an easy fix. I just forgot to center the sprite's origin in the center. Okay, now it'll work great. Right. No, yeah, sure. Okay. Awesome. Makes sense. So something about the way the object movement was set up, partnered with the sprite constantly rotating, was causing issues. Why? Again, don't know. All of my enemy objects are derived from a parent enemy object that covers their basic movement and animations. I didn't come up with it myself, so shoutouts Sean Spalding and their 2D platformer series. That being said, I do understand how the code works. It's basically just, if you're going in that direction, this many pixels will be added on to the X position. It's pretty simple, it really is. So I get how it works, but also it's just set up so particularly that messing with really anything in it causes random stuff to stop working. But also, to be fair, that's kind of just coding in general. So back to the issue at hand. When I muted the code for the rotation, it worked again, but then it didn't look like a rolling pineapple wheel because it wasn't rotating. Now, I could have just cut my losses and edited the sprite to have more frames to give it the appearance it's rolling, but no, I wanted it to work so badly. That decision costed me 3 hours of my life. Obviously, I'm not showing everything I did in those 3 hours, but I'll give an overview of the notable progressions. There weren't a lot, it was a pretty stagnant journey. After consulting Google that I was in fact understanding how the image angle function worked, I started looking through my code and trying to figure out what was making it act so crazy. So, somehow, and I really don't remember why, but somehow, I came to the conclusion that the horizontal collision of the pineapple wheel into the wall was messing with stuff. I don't know why, never figured out why, it just was, okay? So what was my solution to this? Basically adding an identical object with the same properties. I don't know why I thought it would work. At first, it wasn't identical, but I had to just keep adding stuff to it. Like, I had to keep adding code that would make it quote-unquote work correctly, but all I really did in the end was create the exact same object, therefore the exact same problem happened, and mind you, this is what I did for that 3 hours. I just made an identical object, therefore I solved 0 problems in that time. Even though I solved 0 problems, I still had a couple good ideas that ended up really helping me out later on, such as a roll direction function, or variable rather, that basically is just set to 0 or 1, and depending on its value, it'll just basically tell the code, is it rolling left or is it rolling right? If it's rolling left, spin counterclockwise. If it's rolling right, spin clockwise. That kind of thing that kind of just helps it on its own determine where it's going, and I don't have to put in a bunch of other things to help it check that. It was pretty helpful. That being said, it definitely did cause a few issues. I think it is part of why the movement throughout this entire process was so annoying, because the roll direction also controls direction like X movement, but so does HSP, so they were like kind of going against each other, I think. And there definitely is a solution, but I think by the end of this my brain was just too fried to figure it out, so I'll probably have to go back and fix it. It may just not, well, dog, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the issue is. Like, if I did, this would not have taken me 3 hours. Like, you see me putting it in here. This was like the maybe 20-minute mark? How did I did not know what to do. It seemed so simple. In the end, what the issue started becoming, after the movement was okay and it was smooth, the next thing is just that the collision with the wall horizontally, like, I got rid of it, really, with the pink, like the dark pink walls that you're seeing. I got rid of the horizontal collision. So basically, whenever it just barely grazed a wall in the X direction, it could no longer fall due to gravity, so it would just keep going in a straight line, which I wasn't even that mad about, but I kind of didn't want it to do that. So it was just a long process of problems that were hardly even problems, and just bad solutions to those problems. It was a mess. Anyways, I'm low-key tired of doing voiceovers, so I did record some of me talking towards the end of this 3-hour-long footage. Most of it is just me raging / talking to myself, but you know what? It's footage, so we're just gonna keep it, alright? Also, for context, what I'm doing right now is I've just made an object that basically acts to spawn in the 3 pineapple wheels. But it was really complicated because I didn't know how to make the code recognize the 3 different wheels as 3 different instances, so it was like a whole thing. I got it in the end, but I was stressing out at first, for real. Oh my gosh, my mic is on now! Okay. I don't want to do this. I know it's probably easier than it looks, but I don't feel like doing it right now. I really don't. Like, I don't even know what this really means, and I would like to. I guess I can just look it up. Var _ instance. Gimmick here. I mean, I get the gist of it. So this is, like, seeing, okay, the collision of, like, with what, and then it stores the variable, and it's basically just saying if, like, if it's not nobody, therefore if, like, anything, I guess, exists regarding this instance destroy. I would be overjoyed to know why they are not affected by gravity sometimes. They are sometimes. If I put it up here, it's gonna fall down here. But if it's, like, not that much above the ground, it just won't. And I don't get it. Needless to say, I don't get it. I need to understand it, unfortunately. You hate to see it. You hate to see that I have to learn and try new things. I would love to keep using my same comfort few variables. Like, I can use an if statement. Dude, I can use instance destroy. I'm great at that one. Other ones, I can do those. You ask me, I don't know what var, like when you say var something, I don't know what that means. I've had it explained to me before. It goes over my head. I don't understand it. I don't know if I ever will. Oh, I probably will actually, but I don't want to. What if I don't want to? Have you ever considered that? Let me actually move this a bit closer just to double check that. I'll put it like here. And we'll watch with my own 2 eyes if they're being destroyed or not. This thing's going slow as hell, low-key. It does it correctly! I know I didn't make the code, but I feel so smart right now. I feel like really smart. It's gonna be, what is the issue? Am I so stupid? Yeah, I am. Okay. Be stupid about it. Okay. So this. So its default is left, so it should be moving towards me. I don't know if another issue is that its origin is in the center of it. But this should go off of collision boxes, not like its position. That's more like XY. Maybe it does matter. I don't know. I don't really know. Does it work off collision or does it work off of coordinates? Or like both? Oh you're just mad. Okay. So it can't even move left and right now. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? Nothing has happened yet. You're just going back and forth. So what I'm kind of gathering right now is like every single frame it's trying to change its horizontal speed, and it should not be doing that. So why are you doing that is the next question, I guess. Well, like, I'm really trying here. I'm really trying here. You know what? I'm about to make an enemy wall instead and have it be using that. Like, if we just say F you to all of these things, right? Hear me out. Let me just see it again. Let me just see it again. Okay. I need my eyeballs to witness that again. So you see, when we don't use roll direction, it just says, okay. It just says, okay. And it turns around. Now, all I'm trying to do is say, okay, and also change your roll direction. But that makes it lose its mind. That makes it go crazy and just start going through walls. What's with that? What's with that? Tell me, what's with that? What is with that? I don't get it. I don't get it. I would love it if you could just work. It would make me the happiest girl alive if you would just function. What's the problem with that one? What's... Oh my god. What was the issue there? I'm so for real. Yeah, so this began a sort of side quest where I was trying to figure out why sometimes the wheel would collide with the wall and other times it would just go straight through. As it turns out, the reason is because of the way the speed works. So the way speed works is it's literally just pixels added to your X position. So it was pretty much just missing the collision check against the wall. Like if the wall is 1 pixel away, but its X position has 2 added to it, it has essentially missed its collision because it went too far. So it took me about 45 minutes to figure out that that was what was happening. And it was very frustrating, but also kind of funny. Oh, I forgot to change those. I may be stupid. Please, that'll fix it. That's gonna fix it. That's gonna fix it. That's gonna fix it. And there's no weird, like... Oh my, it's like clean too. There's no like weird glitchy things. Oh my god, I was just being so stupid. Okay. She works. Okay? She works. We're not touching it. Okay, that fixed it. Okay. It's gonna come back this way, right? Where did it go? Stop. Stop. It kept rolling? Are you kidding me? What did we just say? What did we just say? You turn to 0. You turn to 1. You turn to 0. You don't turn to 0. You just die. You just die. HSP to be negative HSP. And same for down here. So this should, you know, knock on wood, right? It shouldn't change anything. Ooh, that's assuming every frame. LOL. Yeah, every single frame that it's 0, it's... Okay. Okay, you know what? That is fair enough. I do not blame you for that one. Well then what do I do? HSP is always at the scene of the crime. I need a think moment. I need a think moment. Just, I'll be back. It's been 2.5 hours. Why do you do that to me? Why must you do that? Look, okay, right? Left. And then right? And then screw you! And it just keeps going. I need a max weed. Okay, sorry. So. Okay, no, that's alright. No, it's okay. We'll just... We're gonna put this back. We're gonna put this back. I'm about to lose it. I'm about to go crazy. Okay. Maybe I just don't. It's a really real possibility that I just don't care. You know, when there's grass added, you won't even be able to tell. You won't what's wrong with me? You won't even be able to tell. Yeah. We're just gonna get a line tool and just put that all the way down. And then you do that. You do some of these. Looks good to me.